Lots of news this week. The big news that happened last week was the Toyota Festival, the 10th anniversary.
Cool.
Of the Toyota Festival, the yearly Toyota Festival. They move, I think, different tracks and venues around the country. And David, who is still returning as we record this from it, basically. So he's the one down there to probably run through all the details. But unveiled, just attracts hundreds of Toyota fans and cars and models, all different year models. And it's a fantastic get-together for Toyota. Held down at Highlands this year, and then probably Toyota used the event as the unveiling for its GR Hilux.
Cool.
So they've talked about this model for quite some time, and it's interesting that they finally released it. Power and torque boosted by about 10%, get suspension tweaks, little LSD tweaks, traction control tweaks. So it's probably it's not the full house like Yaris or Corolla GR Sport or GR86 or Supra, but it's the third tier, which means it does get some modest upgrades and increases. And the fact that you get 10% more power and torque is really interesting as well. It gets smaller 17-inch wheels. So the ride quality is probably a little bit better, and it's a little bit more purposeful, I suppose. So, good thing there.
So you say that would be an off-road focus, eh? Smaller wheels and
That's got more of the trick suspension like the likes of the Ford Ranger Raptor and things like that, but it doesn't have the big power boost that the Raptor gets.
No, but a fantastic setup nonetheless.
Oh yeah.
And it looks amazing.
Yeah. I mean, and coincidentally too, Ford released the Wildtrak X on exactly the same day, which is basically the same thing.
Okay.
Yeah, so the Ford Ranger, along with the wide track Hilux, which is out at the moment, and we've done a story on that as well. Ford, the exact same day, unveiled its Wildtrak X, which is based on the Wildtrak 2-litre bi-turbo, not the V6, the one model down, but it gets the V6's all-wheel drive, full-time all-wheel drive, which is only available on this V6. So it's a little bit of a boost to the bi-turbo 2-litre, the Wildtrak X. Heaps more extras. Full details are on our website.
I guess the good news in that respect is my father-in-law just received his Toyota Hilux. Boy, he waited.
How long?
Oh, gosh, approaching a year. And got an amazing trade. The trade on his old truck, I can't even remember how old it is, like 6 years old. I think he got $37,000 for it or something like that. Like the trade-in on those vehicles just justifies you getting the upgrade, but boy, did he wait for it.
Yeah.
Looking forward to it. And the difference between this one and the old one is that I think the first thing he's noticed is that there's a whole lot more beeps. You know, when you get in it, and every time you go wander over the line, it beeps at you, where you didn't have that on the old one. You're like, God, did I want to make this change?
But when we do find it. At least you can turn it off. Yeah, I'm getting PTSD. You've hit a trigger here. You go over railway crossings.
Oh, yeah?
And it gives you a warning. You're crossing a railway.
Thank you.
Yes, I realise that.
Yeah.
You go into like off-road areas, and I don't mean gravel, I mean like car parks and public car parks. And it's just giving you warnings and alerts. You're in a low-speed area. It's like, yes, I get it.
Well, the best systems don't activate under a certain speed, but there's a lot that
just stop nagging.
aren't the best.